How are you doing? It is nice to see you. We're gonna start this off with our dear friend DM. Then we have Mimi and we have Jasmine. So, are you sleepy, DM? You got a bunch of sleepy little faces. All right, I'm gonna do your reading so you can go to sleep or go to bed or rest. Okay, anything that you need to look forward to avoid into the next 5 days. Let's go and see that right away. So just one tiny little second. Let me just do this. And we're going to get this off. Here we go. Just one moment. And that's going to be so much better. Okay, so let's go see what you need to know. We have a snowstorm over here today, I do have to say, although it doesn't look as bad now. But it was not all that nice earlier. Like, it was really blowing and really slippery, and I swear I told myself I am going to change my car for an SUV. Something bigger, something heavier. Yes, that's all I have to say. There's too much snow here. I need bigger. All right, so what do we have for DM? DM, we are going to put you a timestamp. DM, and you are going to be at, well, we'll put 2 minutes. All right. So here we go. How was everybody's day today? Juan and I know had a nice day. How was Lilith's day, and how was your day, DM? Let's go see what we've got. All right. Here we go. I have the Sun in reverse. A Hanged Man coming on through. A lot of introspection. Basically what I'm seeing over here is a lot having to do with work. And it keeps coming on back over and over and over again into the way that it's like if, I don't know if you're going to be doing less hours. You're not getting less of a pay or anything as such, but I don't know if there's going to be like a cutoff on hours a little bit, but there's definitely something happening where we're not necessarily making as much money as we usually do. And this is coming with the change that is right over here. Now, it might not be happening this week, but it is upcoming. As for this week, it's going to be there. It's going to stick around for like a month or two, whatever this change is. It's not going to be permanent forever, but it is going to be a little bit sticking around. Other than that, I need you this week to really just keep your boundaries. You be you, you do you. Whoever comes into your way, whoever is kind of bothering you, if somebody says something that bothers you, do something about it or put it aside, but don't linger upon old energy or energy that is around that is very heavy. It's only going to weigh you down, and you don't need that. So, other than that, I feel like you need to listen to yourself a little bit more. You need to listen to your intuition a little bit more. I feel like there's a lot that your body, that your soul is trying to say, but that you don't always necessarily hear. So definitely look into that. And it's kind of strange because it's almost like if somebody's offering something to you, like it's a really good deal, but it's this pretty much the same thing. You know, it's like if I say, hey, why don't I give you 4 quarters? It'll equal $1, right? I'll give you 4 quarters, I'll give you $1. Which one do you want? The 4 quarters is a really good deal. You have 4 pieces, yet it still comes out to the same thing. That's what I mean. It's like a fake kind of weird offer that seems to be coming your way. So just, if it does come your way, be careful for it. Not that there's anything bad with it. It's just, it's the same thing. They're going to try to kind of sell you an idea. It doesn't have to be finances. It could be an idea. They're going to try to sell you some type of an idea that's really going to come back to exactly the same thing, which is basically what they want. So it's a little bit of a form of manipulation, if you will. So yeah, I need you to keep your boundaries within work. Within affairs of the heart, there are decisions that need to be made. And again, I just keep getting you financially being into a place where you're worried, you're wondering, you're questioning. There could be either a stability or a little bit of a financial loss coming, like I said, from a cutback of hours or something like that. Yeah. It's what I got for you, sweetie. If there's anything that, like onto the home front, I don't see anything specific. What I'm seeing is really around you, around work, around the energies that you let in and that you don't, and the changes financially that are going to be arising and different type of manipulations that could be coming around. So let me know, sweetie, if there's anything else I can do for you. It will be my ultimate, absolute pleasure to answer you, sweet one. You can pass through email or into the live as you wish. Into the meanwhile, we're going to go and see Mimi. This is a donation for Mimi from last night. She donated when we were done. And Mimi is going to be at 7 minutes. So if there's anything, DM, I'll be with you right after Mimi, okay? All right. So let's do this. All right. So Mimi, let's get into this Scrabble game. Let me just read one little second. Jasmine's going to be on up next. So Jasmine is next. If it is JL, she'll be fine, right? Yeah. No. What I'm actually going to have to say, like, I know this is really, really heavy upon you. I know that your energy is really exhausted, frustrated, and honestly, I just kind of feel like you're battling battles that you never actually asked for, that you don't really need. Not that nobody ever needs any battles, but it just seems like it's really, really unfair. So whatever you're going through, energetically speaking, it's not something that you're imagining. It's just something that is at the moment, my love. So there's nothing all that much that you can really do about it. Other than respect your boundaries, of course. So why is CH doing this? Well, CH basically feels threatened, insecure, and I'm even going to say like a little bit outshined by you. So your ideas, your shine, your presence, they all activate something into her that, well, she can't control. And her own fear of being replaced, overlooked, or just not being good enough. So instead of dealing with it, she tries to control the environment by, well, shutting your ideas down, blocking your progress, treating you differently than JL, and really just making sure that she looks above you, if you will. So it's not that you did something wrong. It's that you trigger her insecurities over and over and over again. So you're the kind of person that she can't predict, that she can't control, and that she can't outshine. And she tries to kind of dim your light, if you will. So this isn't about you being a needle in her heart. It's about her fear. Now, why AL isn't helping? It's stuck. Stuck. Hold on. It's going to unstick itself. I will get the card. Okay, got it. I feel like AL sees the conflict, but like I said, we don't want to get involved into anything. So she's kind of avoiding becoming the referee into this. She wants peace more than she actually wants fairness. And that means that she's going to stay silent, even, when she knows that you're probably right. And it's not that she supports CH. She's just afraid of conflict and chooses neutrality, even when, it hurts people. So, yeah. What does CH want from you? If Jasmine's around, Jasmine is up next, by the way. Honestly, she wants control. She wants predictability. She wants to feel like she's the one who has the authority. For you to stay quiet, for you to stay small, for you to stay agreeable. She wants you to be less of a leader so she doesn't feel overshadowed. But here's the thing. You could literally give her every single thing she wants and she would still feel threatened because the issue is inside of her. It's not about you. So what you should do now, pull back your energy. Don't offer too much. Don't fight for space. I'm going to say document everything. Stay grateful. Stay strategic. Don't be reactive. Choose your battles all the time. Let her expose her own behavior. That's going to be pretty much the only way on through. So it's not about dimming yourself. This is about pacing your shine so it doesn't become something that is actually used against you. So will anybody step in to help you? Yes, but no. Like this is a battle for you. Because when CH pushes too hard and goes too far, and she will, somebody above or outside your immediate circle is going to notice. So someone will eventually say, why is she treating her into this way? But that's what I mean by yes and no. So will you ever be recognized? Yes, you have been recognized, even into the last year. You might not realize it. It might not be the type of recognition that you would like to have, but things into the last, I would actually say 2 years have pretty much flipped for you in many different ways. So Spirit is showing that your recognition is coming a little bit more after this phase that you're going through that's difficult right now. Every single time you rise a little bit more. The pressure is not able to stop you in any kind of way. So what you need to remember is that CH is temporary and your growth, well, is not. So do you still have a chance to shine? Like I was saying, you do. Nothing CH does is going to be able to stop that. She can delay it, but she can't erase you. She can't erase your talent. She can't erase your skill. The way people naturally gravitate around you, the energy that you give out that people love. So you're not here to be small. Continue. Be smart. Be strategic. And know that you are protected along it. So, yes. I am going to give you within this, we're just going to go with a universe message. I feel like it's going to be best for this occasion. The universe is guiding you into a season where what is meant for you will no longer be blocked. And trust the shifts. Everything falling away is making space for something that is better, aligned. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you, sweetie. DM, the cutback of hours, is it due to you getting in trouble or just a company? No, it's not about you getting in trouble. It's about the actual, hold on. Oh, well, you're here because you just posted it. All right. No, it has nothing to do about you getting in trouble. It's really just the company cutting back hours. But like I said, they're cutting back hours slowly, progressively, and temporarily. It's not something that's going to be, I'm cutting back your hours and I'm never going to give them back to you. It really is something that's slowly kind of trickling on in, but it's not going to be there all that long. So It might be a cut in hours, about maybe 2 months or so, but it has nothing to do with something that you have done or that you have not done. And I'm wishing you much love, sweetie DM. Stephanie, I'm going to be with you soon. I am going to go and see Jasmine. I'm going to have to read what Jasmine wrote, so I'm going to put 8:40 for Jasmine. Just give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to start with the first question. So Gigi's thoughts on your departure and what this way was divinely about. What was actually going on with it. All right. I feel like Gigi did not expect you to leave. He thought that you would stay, tolerate the mixed signals, and continue kind of orbiting around him emotionally, because you always showed up with sincerity, but also with a great heart. So when you didn't necessarily return, or you didn't return in September altogether, I feel like he felt a little bit confused, a little bit surprised, a little bit guilty in a certain way. I feel like he realized that you're someone who doesn't just say that you have boundaries, that you actually do move on forward with them and you do live them. Now, divinely, what this was actually about is about you reclaiming your self-worth. It's about breaking your attachment to emotionally unavailable men. It's about showing him and the universe that your heart is not something necessarily to be played with. There's also something having to do with a closing of a karmic loop, so that you can attract someone who's going to meet you emotionally. So basically your departure was a soul level, if you will, correction. So a modification along the way, one that you were divinely guided into, because otherwise you would have been stuck into a place that would have just drained your energy over and over and over again. So the contract not being renewed wasn't a question of rejection. It was a question of redirection, of protection, but also of release, so you didn't stay stuck into that same cycle. Now, has he learned anything, and how might it impact his future relationships? Yes, even if he's not going to say it out loud, there's no doubt about it. That energy that you brought and no longer being around definitely did make him reflect. But I feel like what he learned by it is that he can't breadcrumb people. Or anyways, somebody who has a beautiful, good heart like you. Playing games, any kind of games in that way, it has consequences. And people who really do care will walk away from his life. So emotional maturity sometimes actually does push good love away. So onto his impact for the future, I feel like he's going to be more aware of how his behavior affects women. He might try to be a little bit more intentional, but he's not fully healed or evolved yet into that kind of way. So it's not a repercussion, it's not a lesson or something that he's learning into the right here, right now. We're still going to need some more time onto that. So your exit planted a seed in him that's going to grow over time. And it's about how you shouldn't take genuine connection for any type of energy that is granted. Now, the baking contest. Did he have any thoughts about your baking, and what was that divinely about? I feel like the moment that you're talking about that hurt you it hurt you because it symbolized something that was deeper. It's him acknowledging others, but not necessarily acknowledging you. And that's why it stuck with you. So internally, he did notice your baking. He thought it looked good. He didn't taste it, but he held back. He didn't taste it, but he held back because acknowledging you would kind of reveal his interest. Qu'est-ce qu'il y avait? Oh, no. He was afraid of it being... non, allez, on s'en parle après. Je m'en fous. He was afraid of being obvious, also that he did care. And, donne-moi une seconde, Anne. I feel like he avoided acknowledging you because he didn't want coworkers to notice. He also didn't want to give himself away in any kind of way. So he was trying to appear neutral, even though, well, he wasn't. So divinely, this moment was more about showing you that you were investing emotionally in somebody who could not show up for you publicly, or even or even honestly altogether. So you didn't just want him to like your baking. You wanted to feel seen by him. You wanted to be treated by him like he did with the others, or like you mattered. And that's what happened. So that moment revealed that he didn't have the emotional courage to validate you. And that's why it stung. Now, why he pulled away physically, and how did he feel? Oui, on est là. I do feel like he did absolutely notice, and I do feel like it affected him more than what he expected. When you started sitting outside and kind of distancing yourself, I feel like he felt a certain amount of confusion, being uncomfortable, feeling guilty, feeling curious, slightly hurt, maybe even a little bit being like thrown off, if you will. So he realized that something had shifted. And that he's probably the one who actually caused it. So I feel like that was a mirror of truth for him at that moment. Like his behavior pushed her away, kind of a thing. His silence and the withdrawal kind of spoke louder than any type of confrontation at the same time. So when you removed your energy, when you removed the attention, when you removed all that warmth, that's when he understood what he actually had lost altogether. So he didn't like seeing you avoid him, and it made him feel replaced, made him feel irrelevant and not in control of the dynamics anymore. And that's what I got for you, sweetie. So basically, the message over here, the divine message for everything altogether, if you will, is that this is somewhat with Gigi of a karmic clearing. It's a lesson in self-worth. It's emotional evolution for you at the same time. And I feel like the universe is truly trying to remove you from a place that had limited potential and trying to protect you from people who are not necessarily good into your life. So yeah, I kind of feel like you a little bit, you didn't just leave a job onto that. You kind of closed up a cycle, sweetie pie. Closed up a soul contract, sweet one. Just give me 1 second, my beautiful loves. Just one moment. I'm going to be with you, Stephanie, in just 1 second. And I'm going to try this new feature. Hold on. I'm going to press pause into the live. Let's see how it works. It's new. Hold on. OK, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Evelyne, es-tu ici, là?
Non.
Parfait. Non.
Pourquoi?
Pourquoi? Parce qu'il est 9h30 du soir.
Puis?
Je vais finir. Il est 9h30 du soir. OK? On ne l'a pas vraiment vu. OK? Il est 9h30. Qu'elle vienne ici juste pour manger, se coucher tard, faire du bruit. Non. Moi, je suis fatiguée. Je me suis couchée. J'ai dormi 2h30 la nuit dernière. Oui, OK, c'est de ma faute. Je parlais avec Alex toute la nuit. Puis après ça, je travaille. Mais peu importe. Je suis fatiguée.
T'avais pas dit que tu te couchais, hein?
Moi, je veux me coucher tôt. OK?
Oui, mais c'est pas
Et non. Écoute. J'ai nettoyé toute la maison. Elle est spick and span. Elle est propre. La seule affaire que j'ai pas nettoyée, c'est les salles de bain. OK? Anaëlle, elle vient, elle fout le bordel. Pas Anaëlle, Evelyne. Evelyne, quand elle vient, en plus, on wouf, 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 le matin, je l'entends pendant une heure de temps pendant que toi, t'es parti. Ça me tente pas, hein, ça me tente juste pas. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, je veux me coucher tôt, je vais finir de travailler, ça sera pas bien, bien long. On va regarder ton exposé, Toi puis moi, on va écouter une petite émission, puis on va se coucher tôt. Si elle veut, elle pourra dormir ici demain, parce que vendredi, après ça, tu t'en vas chez Shrek. C'est ce que j'offre. Mais ce soir, c'est non, elle dort chez elle. Là, je finis de travailler, Anaël. Chuch. Anaël, du respect, s'il vous plaît, je t'aime de tout mon cœur. Non, 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 non.
Pourquoi?
La maison, elle est propre. J'ai pas envie qu'elle vienne me voir 1000 fois pendant la nuit. Oh, regarde mes news, regarde mes news, regarde mes news. Ah, regarde ça, mais c'est quoi ça, mais c'est quoi ça? Puis entendre wouf, 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 wouf le matin. Non, Annelle, je t'aime, je retourne travailler. Hello.
Non.
I don't absolutely can, sweetie. How did the pause? Did you hear all my conversation or did it work? I don't know. I saw it the other day, Lilith. Yeah. There's my interface is completely changed. And I actually saw there was like a pause button. So I thought, hey, I'll try it. And Elle's kind of annoying me so her friend can sleep here. Yeah, the gibbler. And I'm like, it's 9:30 at night. Have her sleep at her own place. I cleaned all the house today. She's messy. I don't want to have another mess tomorrow morning. No, thank you. So, yeah. Oh, wait. Well, the light seers. The light seers is this one. So I can definitely use this one. But if you're wanting something that's a little bit lighter, maybe I could use this one. Or I'll use both of them. We'll do a combo. All right. Here we go. Yeah, I kind of thought it was cool because it's not always offered. Now it's offered. It's new. There's a bunch of new things into the for creators that YouTube came out with that are really, really quite cool. Okay, I don't really use them all that much, but they're cool. Anywho, here we go. We're going with Stephanie. And before I put a timestamp, I'm just going to go and look at PayPal. All right. So let's just go look into PayPal. Then I'm going to put a timestamp. And voila. Just one tiny little second. And we are good. We are good. We are good. We are good. So here we go, Stephanie. Alrighty. Juanson, I'm going to come and see you after. Can you imagine that? Yes, I am. So, we want to know Jonathan's true feelings and intentions towards you. Let's go forward with it. So, you talked about the light seers to begin with, so I'm going to start with this one. And we're going to combine it with the other one that is light also. Just let me know if everything is okay into the chat, because I've been babbling and I don't necessarily see anything moving. So, yeah. Okay, so we have the Death Rebirth, we have the Seven of Cups, we have the Justice, we also have the Wheel of Fortune, and then we're going to take one last one. We also have our King of Swords, which pretty much goes to say the way that he is feeling. So he does still have a very strong pull towards you. And we can see it with the world. We can see with our King of Cups, not King of Cups, our King of Swords. There's a lot happening within his mind, within his thoughts, within transformations, within changes. We also have our Death. We have our Seven of Cups, and we have Justice. It still lingers into his mind. It's not necessarily into his feelings, but it's more about the situation. It still lingers into his mind that something is like a little bit off. Like something happened that was off that might not be completely fair one way or the other. And this is what I'm getting from this. So what I'm going to say to you is this. He still thinks about the connection. Yes, he believes that you guys still have some mountains that you can go and climb on up. Yes, he believes that he can be wiser. He can go and get more information. Yes, there could be a new beginning coming with it. And these are all things that he's not closing himself off to. He is looking at the possibilities. He just doesn't really know how to change, how to make those changes altogether in order to go and get the justice that is necessary for you, but also for him, because in some kind of way he feels like this is a little bit unfair, yes, for you, but also for him in a weird kind of a way. So he feels a very strong pull towards you. The attraction's still there. Curiosity is still there. The emotions, the warmth, the thoughts, they're still there. He still thinks of you. He still sees you as somebody who absolutely stands out from others. You're still there kind of grounding him. And I feel like he's missing that. So we still have that romantic interest, and we still have that thought into our mind of, well, what if something changed? What if we did this? Or what if we did that? What if we did option number 2 or option number 3, whatever they are? What if we changed and switched things up? Could this actually work? Could we make it right? This is about making it right. So the romantic interest is there. The desire to get closer is still there, but there's still a lot of hesitation. There's still a lot of nervousness. There's still a fear of messing things up, not wanting to return back into something that did not pass the first time around. So yes, he thinks about you more than what he admits. Yes, you're into his mind, into his heart space, but I feel like things are not always all that logical into his mind. So for the moment, his true intentions altogether, well, they are genuine. He's not playing any games with it, although it might kind of seem like he's playing games because he's taking forever. But he's not. He is not playing games in any kind of shape, form, or way. What he feels is true and what he feels he believes in. Problem is he doesn't know how to act upon what he's actually feeling into that kind of a way. He's afraid of different type of, I'm going to say, judgment perhaps coming your way because of the way that he acted, because of the way that things have ended with you guys. So he's basically really just afraid. Would he like to be able to collaborate? Yeah, he would. I feel like he wants to get to know you onto a deeper level, a deeper one than the one that you guys knew each other at that moment in time. A stronger emotional connection, not just something that is more into the physical level, and really just about taking those small little steps. This is not about returning back into a relationship full blown, let's be together, get back to where we were. No, this is about, let's kind of go back, not to square one, but before square one. Let's make things better because square one might not have been all that perfect. Let's switch it. Let's change it. Let's make those modifications. So he's wanting to move forward, but at a pace that feels, well, basically, I'm going to say more comfortable for him because the pace was too quick. And within the pace that was too quick, he ended up kind of losing himself a little bit within it all. So he's not here to hurt you. He's not here to use you in any way. He's here to try to figure out how to approach this into a way that feels stable, into a way that feels honest for him. So this is the energy of somebody who likes you much more than what he lets on. And yes, he is completely drawn to you. Yeah, he is thinking about something more meaningful, but he wants to pace things and does not want to have any type of sabotage. Yeah. Watson, I'm going to come and see you into the meanwhile. And I am sending you much love, my beautiful Stephanie. Hansen. Okay, just 1 second. Email it is. All right. So let's go over here. we're going to go with the general, and then we're going to go and see how she is doing. Alrighty. So here we go, and I'm going to say, I know, love. It's odd because if anybody rushed things, it was him and not you. I know, but sometimes we try to kind of push things into a way, and we try to blame the other person because it's easier than actually confronting ourselves. That's what I feel like he's a little bit into at this moment. Yeah. It's not even saying that that is the truth of what happened at that moment, but that's the way that he's seeing it, which doesn't make it right. It just means that, again, there's that miscommunication that is necessary to put things right. Yeah. Stay strong, sweetie pie. Lilith and Watson. I'm going to go with Watson. If we have a usual who comes on in or somebody who comes on in, I'll answer after Watson. But other than that, I say let's just call it an early evening. What do you guys think? So here we go, Watson, into the meanwhile, as I'm waiting for your answer. All right. Let's go over here. Okay. The energy around your love life at this moment is one of a certain awakening, but also a certain alignment. I do feel like, she still thinks about you with deep curiosity, but also with beautiful tenderness. I feel like the connection is still there. It's still live energetically. I feel like sometimes there's a longing for emotional warmth. But I feel like your heart is calling in for somebody who's going to match your softness, somebody who's going to want to love you into the way that you need, but consistently. So the message over here is that you're not chasing love anymore, but love is finally going to make its way towards you. So somewhat of a shift seems to be coming your way slowly. If we go into the general reading, Spirit is showing that you're into that moment of more clarity, of more trust, and more divine timing. I feel like you've been releasing old emotions, old attachments, old versions of yourself, and you're really stepping into a timeline where you're more grounded, you're more intuitive, and you're more aligned with what you truly want. So I feel like new opportunities are coming. I feel like there's emotional healing. I feel like you're going to feel more supported spiritually, and I feel like people are being drawn to your energy. So you need to know that into your general reading, your energy and who you are, you're quite protected and you're quite guided along the way. Again, you seem to be entering into a better chapter, into a different type of chapter, because you've kind of outgrown the old one. Julie's going to be on up next, by the way, guys. All right. And hi, Julie, and thank you, sweetie. So yeah. So how is Elizabeth doing today? Today, Elizabeth is still a little bit into a place where I'm going to say it's calmer, it's lighter. I think I told you, I think it was yesterday I said that, the chandelier guy Well, we're still a little bit into that. So it almost looks like she's catching her breath a little bit more. She's grounding herself a little bit more, stability wise, emotionally wise, socially wise. So I feel like she's into a peaceful place, not feeling too overwhelmed, feeling better than she was yesterday. Today, I feel like she's wondering and hoping that you're okay and that you're basically onto her mind, wondering what you're up to and what she would like to say to you. She wants you to know that she's thinking about you, that you were always seen and you're still seen into her mind. She never expected you to affect her this much. And she feels something deep within her whenever she does think of you. An angel message for you. Your heart is opening and love is aligning with you, not against you. And you are not alone. Your angels are walking with you through every emotion. Oracle message. Alignment, connection, and divine timing. What feels right is being drawn towards you. Someone is feeling your energy more than what they actually admit, and the universe is arranging the most perfect moment of clarity for you. As for love messages, your presence lingers with me. I care even on days when I'm quiet. You do matter to me. And please don't doubt how important you are. Hey, Julie. Let us know if you're still here. Otherwise, we'll leave you a little bit of a timestamp because you said that you just got home. So don't want to overwhelm you neither. Just let us know if you're here, sweetie pie. I'm going to go and find your question. And here we go. So is he intentionally going to start prior to it? Okay. All right. Okay, so we're going to put MZ over here. No, that doesn't make no sense. Okay, 44 minutes. All right, thank you, my beautiful Lilith. So let's go and see. I thought your reading was really quite nice today too. I felt like it was forward moving. I feel like there was a little bit, like you say, those little light bulb moments, little things here and there, but they made sense. For your question, will he intentionally start prioritizing love? The answer I feel is yes, but it looks like it's going to happen in small and consistent steps rather than one very big or very dramatic kind of a shift. So what I'm seeing is like steady, intentional effort. So he may be slow, but he's going to start to show up a little bit more. The two, I'm also going to have to say, I feel like he is he's actively planning to kind of fit love, if you will, into his daily life instead of leaving it to chance. I also feel like he's wanting to have a fresh emotional opening. So this is a him that would actually be choosing love and not just necessarily feeling it, which again makes all the difference. Oh, not all the difference, but all the difference. So I feel like he's realizing that ignoring love or kind of putting love onto the back burner is only going to create that distance. And I don't feel like that's something that he wants anymore. So yes, I do believe that he's going to start to prioritize it more in a grounded, a more realistic day by day kind of a way. And you should start to feel his energy become a little bit more present, a little bit more warmer, and a little bit more consistent. But like I said, he's turning on to that light bulb moment, but it's not 100-watt kind of light bulb at this moment. We're like into a 10-15-watt light bulb. So it's dim, it's there, but it lit up. And so we just have to make it a little bit more powerful. Within time, it will become more powerful. This is really just about him having the idea, having, that moment, and now starting to act upon it. But he is a little bit slow, so. Exactly, Julie. Yeah, only you. There's nobody else. Yeah, it's lit up. It's lit up. I don't care if it's a 5, 10, 15, 20. It's lit up. It's there. So now that it's lit up, he has to continue to feed it to make it, shine even brighter, a little bit like that full moon would, shine at the end of the month. Yeah, we're doing good. You got home really late, sweetie. Go rest your soul, my beautiful Julie. What you can do to keep it lit up. You got to continue doing what you've been doing. You got to continue to offer the love. You have to continue with his values and your values. So he values time and patience and independence and all those things. We need to continue to give him that. You also need to continue to give him love. Beautiful, tenderness, sweet love. Nothing that is pushed. When we talk about love, love is something that it's not simple, but love is something that is pure. That's what he wants. He wants Julie to be pure. The more pure you are to yourself and what you desire and what you feel, the better the connection will be and the easier it will be for him to grow on through within the connection with you. So I'm basically going to say, continue doing what you're doing. There's not all that much more than you can do other than continuing to be yourself. And you're evolving within this too. So as he's evolving, you are too. Just continue being yourself, sweetie. You will see the light will become bigger and brighter. The purest it is. Oh, sweet Lord. Have a lovely evening, my beautiful Julie. So, I'm going to wish sweet dreams to everybody. We're going to call it a night for tonight. And we'll see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. Stay safe, my beautiful loves.